Good morning, YouTube. This is Bama Mobs here, and we're doing a different type of video today. We're in Birmingham, Alabama. That over there is St. Vincent's Hospital, which is now UAB St. Vincent's. This main street here is University Boulevard, and I'm taking y'all on a tour of the Lakeview District. So there's Chris Z's 5, which I do not think either of those are open now. And we'll continue down the sidewalk. So Lakeview District is a technically entertainment district here in Birmingham. I like it because it's low key, has some cool bars to go to. Plus it has some semi-rowdy places, you know, if you're into that. So in order to get to Lakeview, you're going to come down University Boulevard. Let's say if you're going down I-65 South, take the University Boulevard exit and keep coming this way. That's all I gotta say. Uh-oh. Wildlife. There he goes. He's a runner. Alright, let's see here. So once you get to 29th Street South, you're going to hang a left. Make sure I don't get killed. They're not going to kill me. Alright, here we go. And we are off into the Lakeview District. Unfortunately, a lot of things are closed right now. I mean, like Chris Z's, that's sort of like the go-to lunch, and they're closed. Now, Purple Onion is still open over there on the right. This used to be a 5 restaurant. I never ate there. I don't think that's the reason they closed, but yeah, it is closed, not open for service. Moving on down over here on the right, that big building on the hill, that's Moe's Original Barbecue. That has been here for a while and it has survived. I went there 4th of July not too long ago. Nice area, nice sidewalk. And Lakeview District's not that big, guys. I mean, don't let me mislead you, but it's just some cool places you want to go to while you're here in Birmingham, Alabama. There's Moe's Original Barbecue. Right beside that is Slice. And that pizza place has been here for a while and it has survived and flourished. Excellent specialty pizzas and drinks. This is the refinery. There's our outdoor seating area. Right here's the refinery. And here's my favorite place right here. Pubs. Lou's Pub and Grill. This is a Birmingham landmark. If you come to Birmingham, Alabama, and you have not been to Lou's Pub and Grill, gosh, what is wrong with me? Lou's Pub and Package Store. Where did I get that from? I'll tell you where I got that from. I'm from Jasper, Alabama, and there was a Bill's Bar and Grill in Jasper. Anyway, that's Lou's Pub and Package Store. It is so cool because, yeah, it's a package store plus you can drink in there. They have a full bar, low key, great atmosphere. Get your vapes here. And here's another view of the Slice right over there. And again, right beside is Moe's Original Barbecue, Slice, Moe's. Let's move on down through here. Got some apartments they put up within the last decade. Right over there and straight ahead. Got some more. This is probably like 8 in the morning right now. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at 8 in the morning. Mid-South Building Properties. And here we are, Innisfree. Most people identify Innisfree with Tuscaloosa, but yeah, there's an Innisfree here in Birmingham, Alabama, here in the Lakeview District. I've been here multiple times. Super bar, great dance area in the back, and they probably wrap up about 2 in the morning. Then we got Nana Funk's. And it's sort of funny, Nana Funk's is basically a discotheque. And you can see their times of opening there. But it's a super place to, typically people go to Innisfree, hang out there. As soon as they're tired of Innisfree, bam, into Nana Funks. I think Innisfree does close at 2 in the morning, so basically when they let out, everybody comes from there and walks over here and boom, into Nana Funks. All right, moving on down the street. I think I'll give y'all some old history of Lakeview District. Right here is a Mexican restaurant now. I'll get you the name of it here in a second. And I'll tell you what it used to be. All right, so now we're at the intersection of 29th Street South and 7th Avenue South. Remember, 8th Avenue is University Boulevard. This used to be Bombay Cafe. And it was so cool, man. It was like a cool restaurant, great food. This is more like in the 90s and 2000s, probably late 80s. But it was all right here on the corner, but no more. So Bombay Cafe. All right, we're gonna cross over here. There's another bar. I'm gonna walk over here to you. Got to wait for the green lights, red lights. Goal is not to get ran over today. So everybody's rushing to get to work right now. And here we go. Got my walk light. If you need some money, there's the Wells Fargo ATM at the corner of 29th Street and 7th Avenue South. We're just gonna walk down here to this next bar, then we'll walk back. Hey, I guess that is another idea. You can come here to the ABC beverage store, get a few drinks before you head over here to basically the strip here on Lakeview District. So I guess that would be a plan of attack. What is this? I don't remember seeing that here. What was that, Puff the Magic Dragon? OG Puff Smoke Shop. Yeah, I can imagine what all that's about. Oh, this is called Sidebar. So this is it. This is a sidebar in Birmingham, Alabama. And it looks pretty cool, man. I mean, they got a full beach volleyball on premises. So this is Sidebar beach volleyball on premises. Let's go check this out. Had their Cinco de Mayo just the other day. Yeah, it's beach volleyball, man. Let me get here between the fence. Oh man, they got Adirondack chairs, sitting areas. All right, moving on. Like I said, Lakeview District's not like massive and huge, but it's all condensed, so you can find a safe place to park, preferably one where you're not going to get towed. So I should talk about parking here. Yeah, I mean, if you get here at 9 p.m., possibly you'll find something where it's free to park. But after that, be sure to pay to park, because you know what? They will tow you. They will tow you, man. And you'll have to pay multiple people to get your car back. The whole night will be ruined over you trying to get out of paying 10 to 20 bucks for a place to park. Don't do it. That's my advice to you. Just don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna cross the street here. So I'm crossing 7th Avenue South. Oh, got a dog there. What's up? What's up, man? All right, so this is called the Met on 7th apartment buildings. And coming up is Umami. That's a sushi place. It used to be a tapas place. which I really did like. That's sort of my fave. I'm just not a big sushi guy. To each their own. Now, a cool restaurant here, and really, it's really Los Amigos, which I told you that used to be Bombay Cafe years ago. And right there is a Half Shell Oyster House. So that'd be a good place to go get something to eat. And now we're moving on down. Now we're going to 7th Avenue South, and I'm walking south. So now you got more bars, restaurants down this way. It's unique how they've changed things. Like over here, this used to be Sky Castle. In the late 2000s, that's called the Mare. Right over here on the left, several bars. You got Jack Brown's, which is really a barbecue burger joint. You got the Oasis bar, been in there before, that was cool. You got Mojo's Pub. And here is a Hattie B's Hot Chicken. Hattie B's Hot Chicken. So yeah, so you see the hours there. So after you get finished, or prior to going out, you can come here to Hattie B's, get some food on your stomach, and then proceed with caution. Man, everybody's like got music going and stuff, man. Hoping that doesn't demonetize my video. Now that was inadvertent music. I'm not trying to put that music on here. So YouTube, I have now justified where that music is coming from. So I want to keep on going here. Talk about Hattie B's, man. I think somebody got some Hattie B's right there. Yeah, that's some Hattie B's right there, guys. All right, so moving on down, we got Cahaba River Society is over there. Didn't know about that. What was this? Southern Lab Partners. And we're coming up to a famous landmark here in the Lakeview District. Again, if you're having trouble finding Lakeview District, remember, it's basically 29th Street South. So you go to the corner of 29th Street and 7th Avenue, you'll be there. And there's your landmark, St. Vincent's Hospital, which is now called UAB St. Vincent's. I'll take a second to explain that. Apparently Ascension, the Catholic hospital system, they just sold it to UAB, man. They just up and said, hey, we done, baby. We can't do it no more, which is really sad because, you know, I just like the whole deal with the priest, nuns, the whole deal there at St. Vincent's. You know, the healing spirit in the hospital. And they had lots of awesome works of art. You know, Mother Mary, Jesus, had a big statue of St. Vincent's out front. Now, basically, the whole place has been sterilized. Enough on that. Now, what is this? Yeah, this is it. This is the Tin Roof, a live music joint here in Birmingham, Alabama. This is right on 7th Avenue South in the Lakeview District. This will be the second one where I'd have to say, if you have not been to the Tin Roof here in Birmingham, in the Lakeview District, you haven't been to Birmingham. It's just like Lou's Pub. If you haven't been to Lou's Pub, you haven't been to Birmingham. If you haven't been to Tin Roof. Tin Roof, guest parking is right here. Not much of it, guys, so get here early. Live music, tasty food, live music, cold drinks. So you have to say the live music is the main deal here. So that's the Tin Roof here in Lakeview District, Birmingham, Alabama. That's where the band hangs out, right there. Birmingham, the Magic City. It's beautiful, guys. All right, live music, more tasty food, and that is the Tin Roof. And remember, we are at 7th Avenue South in the Ham. So now what we'll do, is I could turn around and go back the other way, which I am over there. Again, this UAB St. Vincent's Hospital. That elevated interstate there is actually a Highway 280 is what you're looking at. And way off in the distance, I don't know if you see it, that big circle with the red circle, that's Children's Hospital right beside his main. All right, so we are going to walk back this way. And that's really it for Lakeview District, guys. So I want to wrap up the video on that one. If you're visiting Birmingham, drop by Lakeview District. Great place to hang out in the evening, at night. Remember those places, Lou's Pub, Innisfree, Nana Funks. And by all means, don't forget to stop at the Tin Roof. All right, next up, I'm going to show you where Alabama and Auburn played their first game ever. And it wasn't in Auburn, and it wasn't in Tuscaloosa. See y'all later, guys. Bama Mob's out. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like.